marked the Neptune. It's all right. What's left? I think just the Lion. We'll give the Lion a go. I don't feel like trying the Iowa again. I think after this point, if we can't get a win with the Lion, I'm just going to play ships for fun. Just going to play whatever I want to play at that stage. I know, playing World of Warships for fun, it's a wacky concept, but...
Your business is appreciated.
Thank you very much for the follow, Dutch Genius and Lucky Ale. Or is it Lucky Ale?
Your business is appreciated.
I don't know. Anyway. Lucky Ale HH. One of those. Take your pick. I know, British battleships, but I'm going to mostly fire AP, I promise, you know, for like the first 3 minutes before I inevitably get frustrated with all the shatters and decide that, no, I'm going to fire HE instead. But, you know, for at least 3 minutes you'll see me play firing HE. I always start this thing with HE loaded because it inevitably gets to a point in the game, you know, prior where I just hit that, you know, moment of screw these AP shells, I'm going to fire HE instead. That really reminds me of the horn noise from Transport Tycoon. The ferries, or just the ships in Transport Tycoon generally, had that kind of a horn. The whole idea of the British battleships having semi-armour piercing is just a weird one to me because it makes them less effective at fighting other battleships. Except if they switch to the HE. And oh wait, look! The HE is incredibly unbalanced. But, you know, it is what it is. That is to say, a really poor bit of game design. But I suspect Wargaming knew exactly what they were doing.
Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship detected.
And I suspect it's not a coincidence that it was the Royal Navy battleship line that they did it with. Flinty? Is that Flimfy? I didn't quite catch that.
Your business is appreciated.
Flintify Jer and Papfogel. Just waiting for a nice broadside. I guess we'll... No, don't turn away. Right, oh, he's actually turning broadside. Let's try. Let's see how... I mean, sometimes you get decent salvos against other battleships, but you almost never get... and that wasn't it. You almost never get good full penetration damage just because of the semi-armour piercing, and citadels are vanishingly rare.
Enemy battleship detected.
So the whole design steers you towards firing high explosive shells.
Your business is appreciated.
It's just bad. That was better. That was much better. There we go. 4 plunging deck hits. 18k. That was a rarity. That doesn't happen often. Let us, you know, sit and bask in it for a moment. Also, another follow from Fisher Cat. We're getting all of the follows right now. So we can repeat the performance. They might have had a little bit too much lead. Yeah. Assumed he was going faster than he actually was. Right, maybe we could turn the other way now. They've quite heavily congregated on this side, so we are sort of outnumbered here. But they don't have anything in the middle, which gives me some room to maneuver. And of course my stealth ability also gives me a lot to work with.
Torpedoes to port.
Although having said that, the Shima might have, you know, a chance to fire through the middle there, but we'll see. I'm not sure what we want to go for next, to be honest. I guess it just depends what gets spotted. That Douglas is quite low health. Depends how aggressive I want to be here, but I think it's a bit too early to be, you know, pushing up. At least, you know, even this far would get me focused by a lot of things. That would be inadvisable. You'd have the element of surprise for a moment, and then at that point, well, not so much anymore. You know what? Let's have a pop at the Missouri. They're probably going to be broadside. Yes, they are. Will bring me under fire from some cruisers, presumably, but that's too nice of an opportunity to ignore. Oh, again, a bit too much lead. Oh, although 3 pens into the bow armour. It's not terrible. I'm very unlikely to get any citadels, but if we can just get some, you know, a salvo with a decent number of pens, we can still get some decent damage out of it. It's when they angle, that's when your AP starts to get increasingly... Whoa! Well, that's a rarity. That's a real rarity. It's a citadel with British AP against another battleship. What the hell? Okay, BRB reporting self for hacks. Seriously though, that happens once in a blue moon, or so it feels like. I don't know what to say. It just doesn't happen often. Much more often it's salvos like that. Right, oh, they're going for the Kutuzov. I don't know why the Kutuzov is there. It's not a good place to be. Hindi looks like he's barely moving. Might start accelerating now my shells are in there. No? Is he reversing? No? He might actually hit. Okay. I mean, you know, it's fine. It's more effective against cruisers, right? You have to actually be able to, you know, hit them, of course. His AP is probably more effective against me than mine is against him at these ranges. Just because he'll be able to hit me more reliably. But, there we go. That wasn't too bad. 14k. I'll take it. No idea what that Hindenburg was doing, by the way. I mean, I know it's a Hindenburg, but broadsided in a cruiser is still broadsided in a cruiser, regardless. Right, we can do with defending B cap. We're not doing well anywhere. We've got 2 cap circles and they don't. But we're just... Look at this. Look at the fact that we have twice as many dead, and look at the map positions right now. Look at where our ships are tied up. I don't have a good feeling about this. We do have a radar ship here though. That can help. He's barely moving. Okay, let's just aim straight for him. Sith Navy. I approve. 90k damage already. That's not bad. It just kind of feels like we're shaping up for a loss, though, at the moment. If I get any traction with this Megami, it's alright. And no. Oh no, one of them did pen. Okay. That'll do. 102k.
Torpedoes astern.
Whoop. Oh, the Yueyang dropped them a while ago. Yeah, we are rapidly losing control of this. Oh, hello there. So if I get lucky, and that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Already a Confederate medal. The guns really are behaving themselves. It just seems to be a pity that it's going to be on a game that's a loss. Right, so there goes the Monarch.
Our team has taken the lead.
Wow, of course it would be a game where the guns behave themselves. Where it's also a loss, because, you know, irony. I really wish it wouldn't do that when you have the spotter out and you're flicking in and out to... What's going on? They are never this reliable. They are never this reliable. What the hell? I am definitely reporting myself for hacks. This is crazy how reliable these are being. Can we repeat it with the Zao? Let's find out. This is nuts. This is really nuts. No, I don't want to zoom out there. I want to look at where I was looking at previously.
Enemy battleship sighted.
The Zao's still broadside. I guess we'll be better off going for them. Come on, a bit more. Might as well clear all the guns. And no, okay, I take it all back. Well, I can't really take it all back. We're up to 172k already, but those are the kind of shots that I much more expect from the AP with the Lion. That feels much more typical, but we should be able to kill this guy, maybe. Yep, another 5-ish K. There we go. He's done. The Megami's low health. Yoyang is going to kill our Missouri, possibly. I might even break 200k without a single shell of HE fired. The turret's pointed more around at the Donskoy. Right, that didn't hit the Megami. We are ahead on points now. I'm not entirely sure how. Although we did start with a cap advantage. You know, we did have a cap advantage for a while. Come on. Oh, he got spotted just for a second on the minimap, but it wasn't long enough for him to be rendered for... There we go. For reals. I haven't even touched a heal yet. Come on! Come on, Orange Jesus! I want to believe! Nope. Overpen. Megami's just going to run because he's low health. Which is the sensible thing to do. Megami torps.
Torpedoes direct front.
Not enough lead. Is it worth switching fire to the... The Montana's the more valuable target right now, I think. Come on, bring it round. Okay, that's alright, that'll do.
Fire.
We'll just eat that with the heal. Do still have the Missouri here. Right, we're doing alright so far. 200k damage. This is absolutely my best Lion game to date. No doubt about it. If I could do it all with AP, that would be something.
Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes dead ahead.
Oh, they still have destroyers left alive, actually, so that's going to be an issue sooner rather than later. Right, he's firing not at me, so I'm actually going to turn away. And, oh, I think just in time, because, hello, that's a bunch of torpedoes. Right, can I beat his reload? That's the question.
Torpedoes to
And there's Shima.
torpedoes are
Yeah, that was a very well-timed turn. You know what? The guns are closer to the Shima. We do want to finish this guy off, but the guns are much closer to the Shima, so... I feel like this is going to be an inevitably frustrating loss, but with an amazing damage result.
torpedoes to port.
Oh, can I beat them? Maybe. I might actually take one of these. Come on, get your ass around. Oh god. Okay, it's only going to be one. One we can live with. Oh, hello, Magami. Let's see if we can't finish you off. So how is this Montana not dead? No, no joy with the Megami. Let's use another heal. What's the rest of this team doing? I've done over 200k damage. What more does it take? Just the fact they have destroyers left, I think, wins this for them. Come on. Hey, strangers, you just caught me casually having my best ever Lion game, firing only AP shells, but the team is getting completely creamed anyway, because of course.
The enemy is about to win.
Well, Glocker, I don't know if that's an attempt at humour or not, but it's not a very funny one, so... yeah. That does not meet the Jedi stamp of approval. Ah, there goes the Missouri. Where are we even? Oh well, nearly the last ship left. I mean, what is left to do? There's going to be destroyers like dropping torps from all sides. I might get some shots at the curve first. I'm a bit annoyed I couldn't kill that Megami. I think that was just bad luck that I couldn't.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Oh, hello, Yue Yang. I'm sure you've just made a torp drop on me. Can try turning in, I suppose. Oh, no joy in killing the Donskoy.
Torpedoes dead.
And there's the torps. Nope. Well, as they say, some teams can't be saved. Some games are unwinnable no matter how hard you try. And I guess that was a prime example. 223,000 damage, almost. Devastating strike, Confederate, high caliber, all done with the AP shells. That rare game where the AP actually worked. 1,637 base XP on a loss. And just my best ever Lion game, one of my best ever high tier battleship games. And naturally it was with a team like this. I mean, partly either you are like getting massively lucky with lots of cruisers to blap or whatever else, or else it's one of those situations where your team just isn't doing the damage and so you're getting it. And maybe you're getting a bit lucky as well with you know, dispersion and whatever else. But even so, yeah, I don't know what more I could have done there to turn that round to being a victory. But not much more than that. Anyway, I think this one might get highlighted, perhaps. Because it was my best ever Lion game. It's just a pity it wasn't a win. But it's just, I don't know, I've never had the AP be that reliable, ever. Strangers, no, I'm sticking